Hey guys, what's up? This is GaLm. Welcome to another update video. Today is January 9th, at least in terms of me recording this, and we have a lot to talk about. It is a brand new year, it is a brand new decade, and we have made it. We have made it a whole nother 10 years, unless you're younger than 10, in which case you shouldn't be here. But, okay, we have a lot to talk about. I want to be talking about what I'm going to be doing with YouTube, Twitch, Patreon, as well as just kind of like personal overall goals. I want to kind of go over and talk about 2019 in retrospect and kind of the whole decade a little bit in retrospect. And then I'm going to open some fan mail later on. So this is going to be a very long video, potentially longer than 30 minutes. But I do want to also speed through the update portion so we don't lose everybody as we get into this. So let's get started. All right, so update-wise, YouTube, I'm still going to be obviously doing Let's Plays. Not going to be stopping doing Let's Plays, although it's definitely not going to be my focus this year. I will be focusing a lot more on Twitch. And of course, that content will still be posted on the YouTube side as well. At least most of it will be. But yeah, YouTube, it's not doing well. I'm making less views, making less money than I did in 2013. And that's bad. So we stuck it out for as long as we could. Things aren't improving that well. And anything that I could do to try to improve is going to take a long time of building up. You can't just jump into YouTube and luck out into getting crazy big. You gotta have to have time investment. So with that said, we'll continue doing Let's Plays as kind of like a main form of content, but I do want to branch out a little bit within reason. Again, this is big, like it's a money thing, but I'll probably doing hopefully more in-person couch co-op kind of content. VR content is something I'm looking to try and get done or get started up properly, but I need to get like a green screen set up and everything for how I want to do it. And then later on this year, potentially, not guaranteed, but potentially, I'm considering making a new channel. So that would be more focused around vlogs and IRL content. Things like, oh, hey, we're reacting to shit, funny shit online. There's plenty of that all over the place online now, and I might look into that. They're funny videos to watch, and if I can make a video that's a little bit entertaining for you guys, then we should try that out. But yeah, in terms of YouTube overall, gonna be continuing to do Let's Plays. In terms of Let's Plays specifically, obviously we have a lot of games coming out within the next like 5 months. A lot of big stuff. In terms of what we're gonna be doing more immediately, before I get into that big old list, we're going to be trying to, or at least I'm going to be trying to wrap up a bunch of the big Let's Plays, or a lot of the Let's Plays that I left behind. So we're going to be finishing up Sly Thieves in Time, the Devil May Cry series, Red Dead Redemption 2, Mass Effect Andromeda, and then we'll kind of look about a little bit. There's plenty of other things that I want to try out, but I also don't really have that much time, as I do have another trip at the end of this month. And then who knows what will end up happening over the next few months. There's a lot in the air, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in the more of the personal rambly section. But yeah, YouTube-wise, still going to be doing plenty of Let's Plays. Again, I'm trying to wrap up the Sly series, Devil May Cry, Red Dead Redemption 2, Mass Effect Andromeda, and then there's plenty of other things coming out. Very quickly, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners, Journey to the Savage Planet, Warcraft 3 Reforged, the Kingdom Hearts 3 DLC, Zombie Army 4, the Mega Man Zero Legacy Collection, the Final Fantasy 7 Remake, Animal Crossing New Horizons, Doom Eternal, Persona 5 Royal, Half-Life Alyx, Resident Evil 3, Cyberpunk 2077, Predator Hunting Grounds, Gears Tactics, Minecraft Dungeons, Marvel's Avengers, Wasteland 3, and The Last of Us Part 2. All of those are coming out in between now and May, and there's probably plenty of things, smaller things in between as well, whether they're DLCs or indie games. So yeah, still going to be playing plenty of games for you guys, and hopefully we can knock that out, especially because later on this year we have the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X coming out, so that is going to be a whole nother console generation, and we're going to see how that changes things up. I'm a little hopeful, but at the same time, who knows what will end up happening with the game industry. We just have to kind of let it go on by and let them release like 10, 20 games in the same time span. But, okay. Twitch-wise, Twitch, for the people who missed my last update video from quite a few months ago, I started doing Twitch a little bit more full-time. It is my intention to do Twitch, hopefully with 30 to 40 hours a week, potentially 50 to 60, depends on what's going on that week. I do want to be a little bit more flexible at the same time as a little bit more balanced in terms of overall life. I don't want to just purely go in hardcore Twitch, YouTube. I do also want to have a life. You know, I do want to go see friends or hang out with people or just kind of have time for myself. So I'm going to have a little bit more of that. But yes, I want to do a lot more Twitch. And again, that Twitch content will be making its way over to YouTube. There are plenty of people who were on the last video like, Twitch, so no more videos on YouTube, even though I specifically said in that video that was what people that listen. It's incredible a lot of times. But for the people who are listening, hello, you lovely, wonderful people. Yes, I'll be doing more Twitch. I also want to do a lot more for Twitch. I want to do a lot more Twitch chat interaction. I tried a little bit over the last few months, but I want to go a little bit harder on it in terms of like actually chatting with you guys. There's still kind of a mental limit in my mind because I'm always like considerate of what like YouTube, like what I'm gonna try and edit out, what I'm not. So a lot of times if someone like asks a question like, oh, are you gonna play this other game while I'm playing a game, I'm probably not gonna answer that because I don't want to talk about game B while I'm playing game A. So it's a lot. I'm a dumb old YouTuber. That's just what that comes down to. But yeah, I want to do a lot more Twitch chat interaction, and also do more Twitch things in general, whether they're community game nights, you know, playing stuff like Halo or SCP Secret Lab, or even just other crazy, you know, bigger things. There are plenty of big games where you can have like 10, 20, 30, 50 people in one server, and just go nuts. So we'll look into those options. We'll see. I want to try and have at least like maybe one community game night a month, maybe two. One for Twitch, one for Patreon, so that's kind of what I'm looking into. And then I also want to do other types of streams, more like IRL streams or hangout streams, whether they're like cooking or exercising or doing like board games, that kind of stuff. I want to do that. Obviously, VR stuff would also happen for that too, so that's kind of like what I'm trying to consider for Twitch. And then in between, we have things like Twitch emotes, Discord emotes, you know, merch, trying to figure that stuff out. It's going to take some time, but yeah. Those are things that are kind of up in the air. And then moving on and segueing into the next thing, Patreon. Patreon, you guys have been awesome. You guys have been completely supportive, and you guys have made it possible for me to continue doing what I do. If it wasn't for you guys in the last couple of years, there are plenty of times where, oh no, suddenly shit happened, and Patreon is what helped me out in getting out of that situation. In terms of an update for you guys, I obviously haven't posted one directly for you guys since like 2018. So I want to do one for you soon. But I'm doing this big update, then I'm going to get back to work and try and do some other like streaming and recording stuff, before I'm just not working for like an entire month, which would suck. But yeah, I want to do a lot more for you guys. I want to get back for you with the Patreon voted Let's Plays. I was a little bit overzealous when I first created the Patreon, and I was like, oh yeah, if I make this much amount of money, I will have so much time to do everything. And then I was wrong. I was wrong about that. So we're being a lot more realistic, but I still want to get back with you guys in terms of the overall Patreon voted Let's Plays. And so that will be what I'm going to be trying to do is over the course of January and February, I'm going to be running a lot of votes for you guys and trying to do more of those Let's Plays. I'll probably be having a little bit more like precise requirements, things that are a little bit on the shorter side, not like fucking doing an entire game series, because if I try to do an entire game series, we might just have another Sly incident, and I don't want that. Or Sly or Devil May Cry, just having an entire game series to do sometimes it's not a smart decision for me when I'm not prepared. But yeah, I still want to do a lot for you guys. I still want to figure out stuff. So if you are a Patreon supporter, patron, or somebody who wants to, please give me suggestions for things that I'm going to be that I can do for you guys. Whether it's like Google Hangouts, or more directed updates. I want to do more like shorter weekly updates, whether they're in video form or like just text form. Something that just be like, hey, this is what I did, and this is what we're going to do in this next week, or what I kind of intend to do. I have a kind of problem where I want to lump as much together as possible, and that's why update videos don't come out as often as they should, or updates for Patreon at all, I guess. But I want to change that up this year. So you guys let me know down below any kind of suggestions, whether it's for Patreon or for Twitch or YouTube, and then I will see what I can do, and I'll try and respond to a bunch of things in this particular video comment section, because there's a lot to try and think about. But yeah, it has been an interesting year, an interesting decade. And so we're going to segue and we're going to talk about that. But first, we're going to have a quick breather. Okay. We've gone through our update. I went through that very, very quickly, or at least as fast as I was able to. There was a little bit of rambling in there. But now we're just going to enter the full ramble section because we're going to talk a little bit about the last year and the kind of decade in general and kind of just everything else. Because I want to update you guys on my life and, things that I'm thinking about, things that I'm worried about, things that I'm hyped up about. And so, yeah, 2019 was an interesting year. Before I get further into too much rambling territory, 2019 in general was pretty good. I started seeing a therapist at the beginning of 2019 because I was kind of in a mental rut at the end of 2018. And then that was kind of a good cascade for the rest of the year to just try out a whole bunch of things. Last year was very, very good for me in terms of just getting out there and trying out a bunch of new things, making a bunch of new friends. A lot of first things for me. I went to Disney World for the first time. I went to Hollywood for the first time. I actually properly explored California a tiny bit this time around rather than just staying in my hotel like I did for the last time I was there before that. Went to Ren Fair for the first time. 2 times, actually. That was pretty fun. There were a couple of events that happened, like Vicious Summer. Rooster Teeth had an event for their Vicious Circle game, and I got to see way too many chicken nuggets in one area, and somehow I walked away still liking chicken nuggets. So, that was pretty good. I had plenty of other random outings. I had plenty of, times going out there and getting drunk. And while it's not something that I would highly encourage, I'll never be someone who's like, yeah, I'm going to drink fucking 3 days a week or something, or even every single week. I got to have that fun experience as an adult. And I think that was something I really needed, just going out there and having more experiences, which lowered overall anxiety about not having gone out and had those experiences in general. So, those are things that I want to continue doing going forward, especially there was a good portion of half the year, or not even half, 7 to 8 months of last year, I was going to the gym almost every single week, at least one time a week. Sometimes it was 3 to 5. It should have been always 5, but I couldn't keep up with it. But I want to try to change that a little bit this year again, always. But yeah, it was good, and to really kind of put the cherry on top, I am now in a relationship. I'm in a brand new relationship after basically being single for almost 3 years, or 2.5 years really. And I'm very, very happy with it. Life is moving fast. And so there might be a whole lot of different things going on, whether she moves down here to Austin, Texas to move in with me, or to just move into Austin in general. Things are all over the place, but yeah, I'm incredibly excited with life in general. Even though there are still plenty of worries overall, while there were a lot of positive things that happened last year, there were quite a few negatives as well in terms of the things that I'm willing to talk about overall. Made some impulsive purchases by going to physical therapy or physical training and therapy every single week. Cost quite a bit, put myself in a bit of debt, and that's just me being transparent with you. That's something I'm going to be working on this year because, yikes, oops, can't do physical training every single week. Can't do that. No. YouTube's not doing that well. But yeah, 2019, considering how I went into it, was pretty good. It didn't do a lot of vertical climbing. I'd say vertical climbing is financial security, the career and how it's progressing. For me, that'd be YouTube and Twitch. This didn't really go too much, and in some parts kind of went down. Although I started doing Twitch, and I feel like with Twitch, if I continue focusing on Twitch, that part will go right back a little bit up. But yeah, as that kind of went down, I kind of was getting worried. But overall in life, in terms of the horizontal part, and I would consider horizontal being, friendships, relationships, overall personal goals and hobbies and things like that. That made some progress, and I'm excited to see where everything goes. Hopefully it's just a nice upwards trend this year, but life is a mystery. We'll see what ends up happening with that. But yeah, in terms of overall life, things are good. And the biggest thing for me, the biggest thing that I want to talk about that I had to kind of like put off a little bit here before I just ended up rambling about that purely. One thing that I had a feeling about, and if you've been watching my update videos since the end of 2018, of which there's only been like 4, because I only posted 3 update videos since throughout 2019. But at the end of 2018, I was in a mental rut. I was in a big burnout, and I was going through self-help books, trying to improve myself, changing my outlook on life, and a lot of it helped out. But one overall prevailing thing that kept on happening was every time I tried to get back to work, there'd just be this big wall where I would have the game open, I would have the recording programs open, and sometimes I'd even hit the record button, and then I just couldn't talk. I would try and force it. I'd be like, okay, well, here's some general things that I say just to try and get back into things, easy ways to get back into it. Like, oh, welcome back to Red Dead Redemption 2. It's been a while since we last played. Things like that didn't work. I couldn't continue on after that. And there were a lot of things that I was like, okay, maybe I'm still burnt out. Maybe it's anxiety. Maybe it's depression. I don't know. But one thing kept standing out in my head, because it's kind of always stood out in my head over life, and that is ADHD. And for people who don't know what ADHD is, I can't give you a full description of it. I'm not someone who, I'm not a doctor or anything, but overall, from what I've researched at ADHD, it kind of fits a lot of what's happened overall in my life from childhood and up. I've always been someone who's very energetic, very impulsive, very easily distracted. And the biggest thing for me is that a lot of people with ADHD struggle with just getting things done. It's hard to get things started. It's very hard to actually finish those things. And so what that ends up being is we can be very ambitious people. And I say we a little bit too preemptively. I haven't been diagnosed yet for ADHD, but a lot of people with ADHD, and that's why I continue to associate with me, get very ambitious about things, right? There's cool, awesome things to do. Like last year, I got really excited for doing vlog content. And I made impulsive decisions to just buy a bunch of vlog stuff. And I was like, yeah, I can just, I'll write this off as business, and I'll be paying this off by making vlog videos. It'll all work out. And then I couldn't do it. Then I couldn't make myself vlog consistently. There'd be too many thoughts being like, oh, well, I'm in the public and it'd be kind of weird to do that right now. Let's just enjoy the moment for what it is. Or I would sit down and I just couldn't edit. And that's just like an example, one of many. Clearly, again, there are plenty of leftover Let's Plays that I just never got around to. And it wasn't because I was trying to, if I had sat there, I never once sat there and went, yeah, it'd be good if I didn't finish this Let's Play for 2 to 3 years. Yeah, never did that. Never once. It would legitimately be a thing where I would put the entry and be like, okay, I'm going to do this, and then next week I'll do Sly 2 or Sly 3 or Sly 4. And then it would just keep on getting put off. Things would happen, things wouldn't go the way I wanted to. I'd be very frustrated about it, and things didn't work out. And so this is all a very long form way of saying that this year I'm going to try and get evaluated for ADHD. Next week I already have an appointment, and we're going to see what ends up happening there. Who knows? Maybe I don't have ADHD and it's all the other stuff that I thought about before. Maybe I don't have anything and I'm just a weird guy. Either way, there are things that I can do to continue to help myself, whether that's trying to establish routines, trying to make it so I can wake up early in the morning and get other things done, or, maintaining exercise, eating well to try and help the brain be okay. There's a lot to do. There's a lot to do there. And I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful about a lot of things. And we're going to see how this year goes overall in 2020. And one thing that, therapy has helped me do a little bit more often is just be grateful. Just have a lot of gratitude towards just life in general. Especially, we're in the new decade, and if I think about where I kind of started in regards to like YouTube and my overall career so far, it's been a very long journey. And while a lot of that has been just sitting down behind a computer and playing video games and talking while playing video games, there's been a lot of stuff in between, a lot of friendships, a lot of hardships, and a lot of junk food. But it's been a very, very long journey from being, in 2009, I started Gamer Clips, my old channel, in 2009. I was a very sad sophomore boy. I was like 15 when I started up doing the videos that would eventually lead me into doing Let's Plays. And then I was pretty much like, I just turned 16 when I properly started, or I was about to turn 16, and then I turned 16 once I actually started my first Let's Play. And so now I'm 26, and I'm going to be turning 27 this year. And to just think back on the entire decade has been a ride, especially because a lot of you guys have been there since, 2011, 2012, and that is crazy. We have come so far. We've gone through so many ups and downs, many of which that you guys have let me know, and thank you guys so much for being around for all that. And I'm hoping that in the future I can be more there for you guys as well, whether that's responding to comments or talking to the chat or just running different events. I want to do a lot more for you guys. And so while I'm not going to go into every single year, there was a temptation while I was away for the holidays to try and make like a big 2009 to 2020 like compilation video of highlights. I realized that would be that big undertaking, and I don't think it would be worth it. So I'm trying to be more mindful about things. Got to be a little bit more realistic about it, so that way I don't just get stuck behind wanting to do something. Kind of like this update. Even this update video in and of itself, it's taken me a few days to properly do, and so that's sorry about that. But yeah, I think I've pretty much covered everything that I'm going to ramble about for now, and so let us move on to finally opening up some fan mail, because some of those things have been there since November of 2018. Yikes. All right, we are at my couch that is just behind my setup here. This is the couch that's been the bane of my existence in terms of the couch co-op stuff, because while it is a couch and I could do co-op on it, I tried it once, and kind of an editing nightmare. You have to like remove this middle divider to get the people to be next to each other, which then just makes everything else looks weird, and yeah. So at some point I'm getting rid of this couch, hopefully within this next month, and we're going to try a couple of different things. Potentially maybe just getting some chairs, and then leaving this space open for VR content, because this is a good bit of space. But since we don't care about the couch, we're gonna zoom in here to a comfortable level, and we're gonna open up some packages. We're gonna open up some mail. I have received quite a few over the last year at my personal mailbox. I'll put it on the screen or in the description down below for you to be able to see, and I promise you this time around it's not gonna take me as long to reach the mail. I have a bad tendency to try to lump everything together, so I was like, yeah, I'll do a big update video, and in that update video, I'll open the mail. This year, we're going to change that up. This is how it begins. We're going to just open stuff up, and I don't actually know which one I want to open up first, but I've got this little letter opener sword that was sent to me in the past. That made it sound really dramatic, but yeah, we'll open some stuff up. We will actually go for something that's a little bit easier to open. This one is from Dominic. I'm just gonna go through these. Dominic, this one I got in November of 2019. I don't have the exact ones for every single thing, but all right, Dominic. He sends a little package here. Says, to GaLm from a thankful fan. And GaLm, read this first, then open the gift. Okay, you got it. So let's read through this, and then I will see you on the other side. Okay, so Dominic says for me to open up this gift off screen, so I will do that. But thank you so much, Dominic. They've said that they've been watching since 2010, which is... Whoa, we're at the other side of the decade here. Holy cow. Thank you so much for being around for 10 years. I am hopefully also going to continue to be around for another 10 years, and hopefully I will continue to put out Let's Plays, and we can enjoy things so much together. Sorry, it took me a few months to open up your stuff, but I usually grab everything as soon as they arrive. I just haven't been opening them because I'm saving them for this one big update. But, okay. Thank you so much, Dominic. I've been making sure to try and keep everybody's letters together. So this will make a good addition to that. And while we're here, I will open up this box next. This one is a puzzle because it's super wrapped up, and I don't want to just I'm not going to just stab the box, so I need to work through this. But David, thank you so much. I think I can make this work. You know, part of me wants to finish opening this up and have David just have a letter inside going, "You're welcome for all the tape." And I'd be like, well, you know what? Yeah. That is thoughtful. Also, I have no idea how this sounds, by the way. I could be completely muted, but I think we're fine. I think we're fine. Let me actually check. Okay. I turned on the display thing, and it does show volume going up and down, which means we are recording. You can hear me, even though I obviously sound different on a camera mic versus my Let's Play mic. That always catches people off guard. They're like, whoa, why does he sound different? It's like, well, that's just how mics work. I'm in a slightly different area. This area is probably a little bit more echoey than the other side. That's because while I tried to put up more acoustic panels at some point, they just fell off here and here because I tried to put them up with 3M command strips, and these ones are held up by that. But adhesives are disappointing. One day I look forward to living in my own place and just being able to just screw things into walls. That'll be a nice day. Then I'll start too many DIY projects. But for now, I just get very disappointed by 3M strips. I'm making it work. I'm making it happen. It's not a pretty unboxing. But we got it. And I even preserved the paper where he put his address. The tape is now basically lamination. Okay. So this, now that I've got this open, this was sent, or arrived at the P.O. Box in February of last year. So let's hope that he didn't send something that needed to be opened up real fast. That's something I didn't think about until just now. Oh no, what if somebody said something that can rot, despite me asking no food to be sent? In which case, we're gonna have a bad time. But I haven't had any unpleasant scents coming from these boxes, so I think we're gonna be okay. Let's see. Let's see. Hey, GaLm. Just got back from the Philippines. I thought you might enjoy this. Sorry in advance if it doesn't fit quite properly. Sizing is a bit odd while trying to shop for others, so even though it's the biggest size they had, there's still a chance they might pay a bit too small. Even if it is, I hope you enjoy it. Hope all's well with you. Keep your head up and keep on fighting. You're an awesome human being with an award-winning smile, and I always look forward to seeing what you create. You rock. Cheers, Dave. Well, Dave, thank you so much. I guess it's going to be a shirt. Let me see what we have here. A shirt or something else that can obviously be worn. Okay, what we got here? Look at that! Really super drunk and wasted. See, Tom. It's extra large. It's actually very much a bigger size than me, but that's okay, because you know what? A shirt that's for being drunk and wasted in. You want comfort, and nothing beats comfort than just having an oversized shirt or hoodie. Thank you so much, Dave. I will make sure to shoot a message to you, because you've probably been waiting a while to see that opened. Okay, we're going to open up a couple of letters here. This one is going to be from Jeannie. For Johnny? They're not here to correct me, and I'm so sorry if I said your name wrong, but that's alright. Letter opener. This might be the smoothest I've opened an envelope. Oh my gosh. Nope, I've ruined it. Wait. I don't actually know the technique you're supposed to have when using a letter opener for opening a letter. But it's still very useful to have. Okay. Let us read through this. I'm trying to go through and read through these first, so that way I know whether or not to read it on stream. Oh my. I opened up this art first, and this looks really cool. I hope I'm allowed to do this. We're going to see. I'm going to read this letter, and if you're seeing that, then I am. But that's cool. I'm like getting zombified. And there's even like little stick figure zombies in the background here. Ooh, ooh. It's me failing to live through the apocalypse. That's okay. At least I can get my revenge. Let's see. Alright, let me open this up and read these. We got a note at the top of this saying, I don't mind you reading this on camera, so I'm going to read this on camera. You have very nice handwriting, by the way. Hi, GaLm. I always wanted to send a letter, but never got around to it. I figured now would be a good time before I got busy with school again and all that. Here's all my love and appreciation for you spilled out. I write to you to let you know that you're a huge favorite. I love watching your videos. You make me laugh over even the stupidest things, and even if it isn't because I need a stress reliever from the day, I feel drawn in to binge on more of your series just from simply really liking it the way your personality is. I hope you like the art stuff, though I wish I could send more. Jeannie. Pronounced Jeannie. Look at that. There we go. All right. They corrected me in the letter. Thank you so much. And they have their Twitter here too. And I will make sure to send a message to you. Thank you so much, Jeannie, for the art and for watching my videos as well. I'm glad I can help out. Hopefully your school semester went well. I don't actually know when these letters were sent because the packages have markings onto when they were sent and received. The letters were just received. But thank you so much, and I'm glad I was able to get to your letter. Alright, this one is from a Victor. Victor has a Celebrate almost fireworks stamp on this, which almost makes me feel like it was sent around like July 4th. But you can always celebrate with fireworks at any point of the year. Just make sure it's not illegal in your state/county area. And if it is, make it a big boom and run. Well, okay. Victor, it looks like he sent a little creation of my GaLm HD logo here. But I don't know if it's meant to be snapped in half. Maybe the letter will elaborate. And if so, maybe I am meant to arts and crafts this back together. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, alright. Dear GaLm, it's me, that insane Vic guy. Just wanted to send you this piece, otherwise known as shrink film. It's incredibly durable and hard to break with your hands. Now, if you stomp on it, it will shatter to pieces. It can fade if it's rubbed against stuff for a while, so please try to keep it somewhere safe so the elements don't fade the colors. Thank you for all that you do. I love all the effort you put into things. Keep on trucking. And then, thank you very much. He has a section that says, don't record past this point. And so, I'm going to respect his wishes, although, before that, this incredibly durable and hard to break shrink film, I don't know. I don't know if that's true. Victor sent a very lovely letter talking about his life, thanking me. Thank you so much, Victor. And I will definitely make sure to send a message back to you. And I may or may not super glue this back together just for the sake of having it be a whole piece. This one has a stamp from Australia sent by a Marcus. Let me open this up. I don't know why I'm excited just because it's from Australia, but you know, that catches me off guard. Oh, you know, this one just might be sealed with only tape. I'm trying to be very delicate with these letters, just in case somebody sends a letter and then I rip it open and they're like, oh, my heart, how could he? I said that and then I partially ripped the envelope. Oh, I did it again. Oh, shit. Okay, I might have ripped it up a little bit for the envelope, but I didn't damage the letter inside. So let's see what we have. Oh boy. Marcus wants me to read this out loud in my best Australian accent. Marcus, I don't make any guarantees, but I already read the first paragraph and I know that you don't want me to read the entire thing that way. So, let's try this out. Actually, before I start, I apologize to anybody, whatever accent this might go into, that this might offend. Crikey. 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 Gotta warm up with that. Alright. Howdy, GaLm. Today is the 5th of December, at least in terms of me writing this, and we have a lot to talk about. My name's Marcus, a 22-year-old on the east coast of Australia. I figured I'd write this letter whilst waiting for my snags to finish cooking on the barbie before catching up with me mates Sheila and Buzzer to go ride some roos down by the waterhole. Okay, that's enough of that now. You can stop. Sorry for putting you through that, lol. See, now that I was in the rhythm, kind of wish I kind of want to read the whole thing like that, but if I read it in that accent, I won't actually process it properly. So I will read through the rest of this first. Obviously that was a lie. I could only wish I was that cool, lol. I've been watching your videos for over 4 years now, since the 1st of October 2014 to be exact, because I remember being really curious about the Shadow of Mordor, and you just happened to be playing it. I was already a fan of Chilled for a few weeks, and I subbed to you simply because I loved watching the Derp Crew videos. In these videos, I always rooted for Chilled, but once I saw your playthrough for Shadow of Mordor, I fell in love with your genuine flair for gaming and your maniacal laughter at slaughtering the orcs. Don't tell Chilled, but from then on out, he became nothing more than a side hoe. And all my rooting went towards the victory of my main man, GaLm. You say that. Now I'm realizing, wait, 4 years since 2014, so this was from 2018. Marcus, I'm so sorry. But I'm getting to it. Which also means now you're probably 23 and turning 24 this year. We're making it, Marcus. All right. From there, the rest is history. I've been watching your videos practically non-stop ever since. I've watched to the point of not having anything left to watch that interests me out of all your playthroughs. You've got me through dozens of all-nighters over the last 3 years of my architecture degree, and you've distracted me from countless amounts of situations that I've just needed to forget about for a while. You probably don't remember, but a couple months back, someone commented on one of your editing live streams that they are thankful that you were there because they're currently writing a report on the difference between temporary and permanent exhibition, and you replied that it's better that you're doing that because you have no idea what that is. I still don't. Well, that was me, and no, it wasn't better that I was doing it, because neither did I, my friend. Neither did I. However, you'll be happy to know that I fluked it, and I never have to deal with it ever again. Well, that's good. Back to the point, although that was a fleeting moment for you, as an introvert, usually too anxious to leave a comment, let alone on a live stream, it honestly made my night. I'm not going to say that you saved my life, but you've definitely made it more exciting and bearable, and honestly, from the bottom of my heart, I don't know what I'd do if you'd stop. No pressure, winky face emoji. As a struggling student, I just wanted to ask if you think that you and the Derp crew are ever going to come out to an Australian convention. A friend and I, also a massive fan, plan to make it to RTX or PAX one day when we can afford it, but it'd be amazing to finally meet y'all if you ever swung by Australia. Well, Marcus, once again, sorry for taking 2 years to read your letter. Actually, I guess a year. Well, a year. You know, it might be 2020, but it's not the end of 2020. But thank you for sending this letter, and yeah, I mean, while I don't know what everybody else's plans are, I think most of us want to go to Australia at some point. And I'd love to do, you know, like a meetup, whether it's Australia or like Europe, and just meet people who can't really cross the big gaps of water just in between everywhere. But thank you so much. I really have enjoyed your letter, and there's more to it. And I'm going to make sure to read through this, since you also say the following doesn't need to be read out loud. It's mostly just for you. So thank you very, very much, Marcus. This is a great letter, Marcus. Thank you so much. Especially at the end here. You know, it says, P.S. American dresses are confusing as fuck. Haha. And then P.P.S. You won that Monopoly game. Fuck the Thanos glitch. I have to agree. Fuck the Thanos glitch. Oh, thank you so much, Marcus. Again, this is a lovely letter. I wish I had read it a year ago, or even at any point of last year. It definitely would have also still helped to, like, reel me back in to my own little mental funks. These are, all of you guys are truly great, and I owe you so much for everything over these years. And so, for now, let me just continue opening up these letters, but damn, you guys are amazing. This one comes from Sandy, who goes by Derp Girl on Twitter, and I'm pretty sure she sent this as well, which I look very much forward to using this in the future. I can't use it with my current freezer because it's not magnetic. But, wait, hold on. It's a removable refrigerator magnet set, which means... Nope, I don't know. It could stick or it might not, but I'm going to save this for my own personal refrigerator in the future. For now, we're going to open up this letter. Alright, the letter she sent was very, very personal, so we're going to keep that private, but thank you very much, Sandy. She might not watch this particular video, because I'm pretty sure she sent this letter before I ever opened up my P.O. box. She sent it to Shield, who then eventually gave it to me. But I'll need to make sure to follow up and message her, as well as everybody else who at the very least left a Twitter at, or may be watching this video. If you were one of the people who've sent a letter, please do leave a comment down below as well. And please, feel free to be like, I can't believe you took a year to open my damn letter, you bastard. This isn't fan mail at all. This is for a Kickstarter thing from years ago. Alright. It's mixed in with all the letters, and I'm like, what is this from? It's not marked or anything? Okay. So that is the last of the letters, I think. In terms of the pile that I have accumulated here, we should be good on that. So that means the rest is going to be these last couple of packages here. So, crinkle, crinkle. Let's see what we got. I see. Oh, That's another Spellcrafter book from Christopher. GaLm, remember to take care of yourself. Your fans are willing to wait on content as long as you are well. I gave you the first Spellcrafter book, so here's the first printed edition of the Christmas special. Dude. Thank you. I still have the Spellcrafter book on my desk. So now I have a companion piece to go with it as well. That's really cool. Thank you, Christopher. I need to go through and read your series. And I hope that it takes off for you, or whatever else you might write. I've actually personally myself, been thinking of book ideas. And one day, when everything is a little bit more in order, never perfectly in order, but a little bit more in order, I'll probably try to put that together, because that would be pretty swell. There's some cool book ideas I have. At least I think they're cool. We'll find out when you guys judge me years from now. Alright, this is the last package that I have in front of me here. If you don't see something that you sent, it was either lost in the mail, sent back to you because of that, or there's a chance there might be some stuff in my closet together. I hope not. For now, this one is sent from January 8th, 2019. I'm literally opening this up a year and a day after it was received. And, you know, better late than never, right? Oh, this is a big one. What's going on here? Keep your gift a surprise. Unwrap your present before opening this envelope. Okay. What do we got here? Does this say anything? Hi, GaLm. Thanks for the entertaining times I've had watching your content. Fala, hey. Follow the flame? My dude. Hold up now. He's in my streams a whole lot. You've probably been watching those streams being like, the fuck you doing? Open that package. What are you doing? Alright, so what do we have inside? What's in the box? Oh! Yo! I see a Destiny symbol. So I'm real curious if it's what I think it's gonna be, in which case, holy cow. That actually has me legitimately excited. Like, out of nowhere, I'm like, oh shit! Christmas present so far in the future! As I fail drastically to get this out of the box. Oh my god, it is... I was sent a little ghost! Dude! While me and Destiny 2 are a little bit on the outs and outs, because I'm really lazy and don't want to try and keep up with the game every week with its story, this is really fucking cool. Thank you so much, Fala. Whoa. Wow. This is gonna have to go up with everything else on the bookshelf. Yes. Okay. That's awesome. We'll put this here. He also sent, I'm assuming this is a letter. Or this is just, oh, okay. It's it's just the paper saying, hey, this is what the package is. It's a Destiny Ghost vinyl. Okay. Thank you so much, Fala. Thank you so much to everybody else as well for all the positive messages and things that you guys have sent. I need to open your guys' stuff way more often, way more quickly. That's definitely something, that's a big goal for me this year, is like if I get something from the personal mailbox, I just open it up as soon as possible, whether it's in an update video or something else. But yeah, I think that kind of brings this update video to a close. I was tempted to go back to the computer and end off with more of like the Let's Play mic, but I think in general this is a fine enough area to end off. Again, thank you for everybody who sent packages. Again, for like the 100th time, thank you, or sorry for taking so long and actually opening these things up, but I made sure to keep as many as possible just right here available as soon as I needed to open them. And yeah, this is going to be, honestly, I'm pretty hyped. I think it's going to be a really interesting year. While there might still be some mental funk things going on, some worries that I have, I'm in a much better place than I was at the end of 2018. And that's like the best thing you can say at the end of a year, right? I'm in a better place than I was at the beginning of the year, and that just means we just keep on trying to keep that going up and up and up. And I'm excited to hopefully be able to share that journey with you guys a little bit more. I'm going to try to do a lot less hoarding of like vlog footage and stuff, so that way I can just get you guys maybe like a vlog once a month or something. You can expect them to be very much from this camera, this mic, and so this will show up a little bit more often. And once I get a little bit more like comfortable with vlogging, that will probably be about the time that I make that vlog channel. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for sticking with me over the last year, the years, and the decade. I'm excited to see what kind of things we're going to be doing this year. And at the very least, I'm super excited to be playing a bunch of the video games coming out, because holy cow, we've got so many awesome things coming up. So stick with me. We're going to go on a lot of adventures together. Thank you guys for watching this update video. And, you know, make sure if you haven't already, follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/GaLm. If you want to support me on Patreon, there's patreon.com/GaLm. If you don't follow me on Twitter, I post a lot of updates there, twitter.com/thegalmhd, and I also will have if you want to send me anything in a personal mailbox, whether it's a letter or a package or whatever, then I have, you know, it will be on the screen with everything else, as well as in the description down below. So make sure to check out everything, and if you've checked all those things out and you already follow me, you guys are awesome. You guys are what are making this possible, and if you haven't, you're also still what are making this possible. Thank you for watching this video and watching all these other videos. I'm gonna get a little bit closer here, and thank you guys so much. This is gonna be an awesome year, and hopefully it's gonna be an awesome decade.